They got some kind of rule in this damn league to post the stream. And I don't. They got some kind of rule in this damn league.
Hey, Apex?
The Raiders do the no hands catch the Chiefs. You on Madden did the Chiefs make Raiders?
I don't know.
Well, apparently that game decided if the Raiders are in the playoffs.
Oh, really? I mean, I'm a busy man, sir. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Hey, Jason 2.0, you own your own company or something?
I own my own company.
If I say Jason, you gonna be like, which one?
I'm a GM at a huddle house. So.
250. 54 Monday.
Probably not. I'm lagging like a motherfucker in my extender lagging.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
It's lagging like a motherfucker.
Huh?
I can't play like this, bro.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Why did you spit that out?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
What is it?
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah, and the family.
He's all right.
How's he want work holding the floor?
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna make. I'm telling you, he want work.
Shotgun snap for Stafford.
I can't even get the ball off.
The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. But he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Trubisky will throw.
Got him.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon. Intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now he's there. They try the run pass option. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicate each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Chicago.
You live in Chicago?
Yeah. You didn't know?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
No, I didn't. I'm clear. I didn't know. I thought he lived in like
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Huh? Sometimes the easiest answer is yes.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tell him again. Take your ass up.
From the
Sometimes the
gun,
easiest
here's
answer is
Stafford. He finds his man Johnson.
He's
got this down
Carry
to the
on.
35.
Carry
He's
on.
going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches.
Man,
and
it's
they're trying to
lagging
create
like a
one there,
motherfucker, dude.
getting
I
it to their
can't do
back
that.
out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
I'm here all day. Check 4, check 4. Check 31, check 31. 32.
I'm going to play face center.
On 2nd down,
How you
it's Sanders.
This is your problem.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Sanders cut right
It's
there.
a first down on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll go option to the short side. And he held on to it, but he probably should now as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I mean, they didn't see me, so.
From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
That ball is over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made
Got him.
pressure comes,
no
and
good-ass
Trubisky
gun,
goes down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is
I
sack
said
number
something.
7
That's all
for
I
him
got
on
to
the
win.
year.
You don't listen.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big...
Got him.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And
Big
this
play, Slay.
To right around the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders.
Urlacher. He's
just
got
a yard
Urlacher
on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Middle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Give me radar. Easy. Right there. And middle. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Check 52. Deuce.
On 2nd down now.
Yeah, come on.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Underfoot. 80 weapons. Give me radar.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline of being an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, stop talking.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
What's your house?
I'm coming after you. Alert. Check 52.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky
Got him.
lost the
Got
football,
him.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. 20.
Scoop and
10,
score.
and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The
I missed the field goal, and then I just got a scoop and score on the
He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I already got the ones I want.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the
I just missed that.
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is caught by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's able to
come on, Jay.
As he pulls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky, and it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Somebody here,
11 yards there, first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm EMPing on. Fuck this. I'm EMPing. They're getting fight. There's somebody behind him. Team behind him.
Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,
behind
Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Right here.
As they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know the fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. 16 yards, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Stafford. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Got it.
James has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Man.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
I wasn't pushing, but I was heating.
Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2 days.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Continuing to fight for more. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Okay,
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
65, 65. Easy alert. 58, boys, 58, 58. Mike. 50, 50. Defense. Switch.
From the gun, Stafford.
Oh, my God.
It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, he's
Fucking
free
kidding
going
me
down
right
the
there.
left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after.
You seen it?
Yeah,
yeah, he missed
It's
it.
no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied.
Oh, you're talking to other Jason. My bad. I just threw a pick 6.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
It's almost done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Stafford now to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes.
Fucking Khalil, bro.
40-yard line. Khalil Mack
right here.
in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's two.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13 all. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
You going in this house?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
We are right here.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tip. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy.
Going out.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Right.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points.
I hear shooting right here.
Offense's turn.
Over there.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie.
I'm looking right now. It's clear. Yeah.
From the 44, Stafford.
Right here.
Oh my God, come on.
Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Somebody stole my drone.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Right here. To the right.
The play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run. And
they were successful. Behind him. Jason.
Monday.
Behind you. Wow. They just.
The first down carry for Johnson. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Scoot up some. Man. All right, I'm going to reset my
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot?
Like, the fucking grapple dude, Chappie, came by, like he jumped over me, and I was shooting him, and then the fucking lifeline came behind me.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
50-50, lady.
Wide open here.
Now a give here as they try the run pass option.
What a catch.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Did you just see that?
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes
oh my God, dude.
insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown in the game,
can you believe
and
that?
they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I mean, no, I missed the field goal and 2 extra points. Yeah.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Got him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Watch the whip. Stay 50, stay 50. What happened?
After the interception, here's Stafford.
Good check out, huh?
Jones. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
The receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Easy. Double right.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Alert!
2nd and 5 now. Stafford.
Who the fuck are you
And his
throwing
throw's
to?
going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
250. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check.
You said what?
21.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Really?
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
32. Watch the safety creep. Check the line. Fresno.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Alert.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Robinson's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The screen pass here to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
He's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
I couldn't get on my user.
Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
He missed 2 of them, too.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run with Sanders. He's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Leonard Floyd has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Cohen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st down, Trubisky. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I want to zip line over here.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh, my God.
Stafford. That he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Check 13. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 37.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Where?
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Jason in the hole.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have retaken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
I'm up front.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
He didn't have it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Right now. No, you just throw that out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
One got to go shield. One got to go shield.
Too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set. 280. Omaha. Ready, move.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Gotta go for it here on 4th down.
Shield. Hold on.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
Get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
I hear shooting.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Bad guys, I'm stressed out.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
I need ammo for my life. Jason, you got this, bro. I believe in you.